Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would try something different, and I'm gonna do something called the first time tag. I've seen a couple people do it, probably more people have done it than I've actually seen. But I've seen the Dolan twins do it, I believe. I've seen Nate Garner do it. So I thought I would try it and see how it went. So yeah, this is gonna be the first time tag. So my first question, I wrote down a whole bunch of questions on my notebook so I would remember. But yeah, so alright, what was my first car? My first car is actually my same car that I have right now. I've had it for 3 years. It is a 2002 Ford Taurus. So that is my first car. My first time getting stitches was actually, I was in first grade, and it's a funny story. My sister actually threw a huge, ginormous branch at my head while I was jumping on a trampoline with my brother, because she was trying to do like a whole like spinny branch thing, and she threw it and it hit me in the head. So I had to get 8 stitches in my head. It was pretty fun, actually. Oh, sorry. Okay. The first time I learned to cook, or the first thing I learned to cook, was actually my mom's brownies. She makes the best brownies in the entire world. I absolutely love her brownies. Everybody always asks me to make them. I can't make them as good as her. I will probably never make them as good as her. But yeah, that is probably the first thing I've ever learned to cook, brownies. My first paying job is actually at the job I'm still at. I've been at that job for 3 years. I work at Jimmy John's. If you guys are thinking, oh, freaky fast in your head, I have heard that a lot, and it does get annoying at times. But yeah, 3 years strong, still my first job. I've had another job, but that didn't quite work out. So yeah, living the Jimmy John's life right now. My first time on an airplane was actually a plane ride to Hawaii. There was 2 stops. I live in Michigan, so we stopped in Dallas, and then we stopped in LA, and then we went to Maui. That's where I stayed, the island of Maui. So that was my first plane ride altogether. It took maybe 14 hours, so that was a little rough. By a little, I mean a lot. Super rough. My first concert actually was 2 years ago. I went to see Luke Bryan because I am obsessed with him. He is one great looking man. Love Luke Bryan. My first tattoo is actually, I got it on my 18th birthday, and it is a sibling quote. I got it with my sister, Ashley, and yeah, so mine has a little butterfly wings, or not butterfly wings, but wings, and then hers is an anchor, and yeah, and it's just words. I forgot what mine says, honestly. It is on the side of my hip, and mine says, I'll be the wings that keep your head in the clouds, and hers says, I'll be the anchor that keeps your feet on the ground. So we're really into that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's my first tattoo. She went with me, and I got my first one, and getting tattoos ever since. My first piercing, probably, I was probably like 1 or 2. I got my ears pierced. That was my first piercing. I've only had 1 piercing after that. I technically don't count my ears pierced because I don't have them. I do have them pierced still, but I don't wear earrings. So, I did get my belly button pierced, I believe on my 16th birthday. So, yeah. My first kiss. Let's see here. I believe I was 8 years old, or maybe 10. I don't know. It was just my childhood best guy friend that I was with all the time, and just kind of happened. My first love. Ooh, this is a tough one, because there is puppy love, I did have a puppy love. I was 14 or 15, I believe. But yeah. Do I still talk to my first love? I actually recently started talking to him again. We are kind of friends. We kind of hang out a little bit, not so much. I tend to stay away from exes, because if they are exes, they're exes for a reason. My first road trip. My first big actual road trip was to Florida we drove 18 hours to Kissimmee, Florida, or I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, it's like 15 minutes outside Orlando. I went with my sister, my ex-brother-in-law, long story, my uncle, and my dad. So we went for about a week, and that was pretty fun. My first best friend. I have been best friends, I was best friends with my old best friend named Jade. I have known her since I was in diapers, literally. My mom and her mom were absolutely best friends. So we kind of disconnected for a couple years, and then a couple years ago, we rekindled. We still talk a little bit. We have a Snapchat streak on Snapchat, but we don't really hang out. We kind of just separated. We just got different crowds and different people. We don't live really that close to each other, but yeah, we still talk a little bit. Yeah, so the first thing I ever won probably was from a cheer competition. I was a cheerleader for 6 to 7 years when I was younger. I did not do high school cheerleading. I did Young Champions for a while, maybe like 5 years, and then I went to City Cheer with actually my best friend Jade, and she was the one who told me about it, and that was probably the first time I ever won anything was in Young Champions. I won a lot of trophies, a lot of ribbons. We actually went all the way to nationals one time, and we got 4th place at nationals out of 11 teams, I believe. So that was a nice accomplishment. I still have all my trophies, all my ribbons. It was, I definitely miss cheerleading. It was a great thing. Great thing to be a part of. Let's see. What was your first slow dance like? This was really embarrassing. I had a Sweet 16 party. Obviously when I turned 16, I had all my friends come. My first slow dance was my best friend Jessica actually grabbed a microphone and put a song on and told me and my ex at the time, this kid that I was talking to at the time, but he is an ex now, obviously. His name was Larry. She called us both to the middle of the dance floor, put a slow song on, and we were just slow dancing in the middle of the floor. Everybody was staring at us. It was super awkward. I felt like, my brother and my sister and my cousins and all my friends were there. Thank goodness my parents weren't there. That would have been embarrassing. But yeah, it was just really embarrassing, honestly. Nice gesture from Jessica, but yeah, that was super embarrassing at the time. Let's see. The first book that made me cry. This is honestly really hard. I love to read. I read a lot of books. First book that probably made me cry. The first book that I can recall that made me cry, because I do not have a great memory, was A Child Called It. If you guys have never read it, you should read it. It is honestly one of the saddest books I have ever read in my entire life, but it is a great book. I don't know. I have goosebumps just thinking about it. Definitely a sad book, but it will give you a great outlook on being grateful for what you have and who you have in your life, how you grew up, and all that stuff. So I definitely recommend A Child Called It. That was a great book. Very sad. We will probably make you cry, honestly, but yeah. First YouTube video, actually, maybe 7 years ago. No, I couldn't have been that young. I started a YouTube channel a while ago with one of my old best friends. Her name was Haley. We literally just sat down and talked to the camera and I'm pretty sure we just danced and sang a couple times for some videos, and I don't know, we were really young and wanted to make videos on YouTube for everybody, and obviously we didn't get that many views and stuff because we were like 12, but yeah, that was my first YouTube video. Very cringeworthy. We'll probably hopefully never see those videos again, but yeah, so that was me talking about all those first times for me. Maybe in the future I will have like a first time tag with somebody else I will have in the video, but we will see how that goes in the future. So yeah, that was the first time tag with myself, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in if you're still here, and I appreciate you all for watching my videos and giving me support and all that stuff. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.